Will Smith has faced criticism before, but now the stakes seem higher than ever. With legal claims piling up and public scrutiny intensifying, the question is simple but serious. Can he recover from this, or are we watching a major turning point unfold in real time? For many years, Will Smith has been one of Hollywood's most recognizable characters. He is renowned for his effortless charm, successful movies, and captivating personality. Smith's ascent from his early days on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to his current status as an internationally renowned actor, musician, and producer has been nothing short of spectacular. Despite his success and notoriety, Will Smith's public life has been characterized by scandal, legal issues, and media attention in recent years. This has resulted in news stories that have people wondering if he is indeed in serious trouble right now. This is more than just dramatic tabloid material. One of Hollywood's most well-known performers is under tremendous scrutiny as a result of numerous lawsuits, public accusations, and ongoing disputes. The entertainment industry and the general public have taken notice of Smith's most recent chapter, which includes courtroom allegations of sexual harassment and wrongful termination, as well as the reemergence of previous controversies that continue to plague his reputation. In January 2026, professional violinist Brian King Joseph filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles Superior Court against Will Smith and his company, Treyball Studios Management. This litigation is the most recent and legally significant issue. Joseph, who was engaged to perform on Smith's Based on True Story 2025 tour, is accused in the complaint of engaging in a troubling and significant pattern of wrongdoing that included wrongful termination, illegal retribution, and sexual harassment. The lawsuit's specifics are alarming and startling. Joseph alleges that his hotel room was visited without his permission during the tour, particularly in Las Vegas in March 2025, and that he was sacked after reporting the matter to management. He claims that there were unsettling indicators of the intrusion, such as an unidentified person's belongings left in the room, a handwritten note signed by Stone F that said, "Brian, I'll be back. Just us." Medications that weren't his, and other personal items that had nothing to do with him. Joseph saw this as a frightening indication associated with possible sexual conduct, according to the lawsuit. Beyond the unsettling circumstances of the incident itself, Joseph's lawsuit alleges that he was humiliated by Smith's management, that his termination was retaliatory after he attempted to report the intrusion, and that he suffered significant emotional and financial harm, including long-term psychological harm. Smith's legal team has publicly refuted the accusations as false, baseless, and reckless, and pledged to forcefully defend against them. These charges have not been proven in court. Due to the gravity of the allegations, sexual harassment, retaliation, and wrongful termination, this is not a routine complaint that may be settled amicably or go away. It might define Smith's headlines for months to come, draw enormous media attention, and necessitate a legal reckoning in courtrooms where reputations can be changed under oath. These accusations go right to the core of an actor's public persona, which has historically been based on likability, kindness, and broad appeal. The timing and context of this particular incident make it more significant. After comedian Chris Rock made a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. During the live transmission of the 2022 Academy Awards, Smith went on stage and slapped Rock. Since then, his reputation has not entirely recovered. A huge public outcry and extensive discussion about celebrity conduct, violence, and accountability resulted from the smack, which was televised worldwide. Following the incident, Smith was prohibited from attending Oscars ceremonies and associated events for 10 years by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. This restriction is still in place and has a lasting impact on his attendance throughout awards season. Even though the incident happened a number of years ago, it still affects how the general public and business insiders view Smith. He used to be a well-liked character who was thought to be humorous, approachable, and grounded, but many now link him with that one violent outburst, which detractors claim ruined his reputation and undermined popular support. Conversations concerning his professionalism, self-control, and aptitude for particular tasks are affected by the slap, which is more than simply a faded recollection. In addition, Will's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, was sued for $3 million by longtime friend Bilal Salam in late 2025 for claimed threats. Salam alleges in court documents that Pinkett Smith became verbally abusive and threatened him, saying he could end up missing or catch a bullet if he continued to divulge private information about the Smith family. This dramatic accusation heightens the impression of conflict and strife within the family. Even though Jada, not Will, is the target of that litigation, Will's name is nonetheless involved in legal and public relations issues. The two have openly rejected the allegations as baseless and opportunistic, characterizing them as attempts to extract money. However, the public's perception of a once untouchable Hollywood dynasty, now plagued by personal and legal disputes, is reinforced as they witness celebrity scandals play out in real time. Lawsuits and legal issues are one thing. Public opinion is quite another. In addition to legal troubles, Smith has had to deal with persistent rumors, conjecture, and social media zeal over the years, some of which are more ludicrous than others. He openly disassociated himself from reports a few years ago that connected him to contentious parties hosted by music mogul Sean "Diddy" Combs, adamantly maintaining that he had nothing to do with them in spite of online memes and conjecture to the contrary. Even while these allegations are not legal problems, they highlight Smith's constant attention, which is a degree of scrutiny that most celebrities never encounter. Memes, rumors, and conjecture around a celebrity of Smith's caliber have the power to distort public perceptions, obfuscate the distinction between fact and hearsay, and give the impression that the celebrity is constantly being criticized. This does not imply that Smith's career is finished. He is still a multimillionaire, a well-known figure in Hollywood and beyond, and a bankable name in both cinema and television. However, it does indicate that he is now going through one of the most difficult periods in both his personal and professional lives. Every lawsuit, every headline, and every public statement collides at this turning moment to influence how viewers and business executives perceive him. The sexual harassment lawsuit in particular is noteworthy because it goes beyond backstage drama. If proven, it alleges serious misconduct that could have long-term effects on Smith's capacity to collaborate with others, draw in top talent for projects, and uphold relationships with sponsors and studios. Its mere existence throws a lengthy shadow on his public narrative, even if it is eventually disregarded or resolved amicably. However, other incidents, such as the Oscars ban, demonstrate that institutional repercussions can last for a long time. Smith can still perform in big movies and win Oscars, but being denied entry to one of the most important industry events for 10 years represents a career that has been permanently damaged by a moment of rage. For many admirers, public opinion has also changed. Discussions over Smith's behavior on websites like Reddit and other forums reveal a split fan base. Some contend that his corpus of work still deserves respect and admiration, while others think his career is irreversibly destroyed. This division reflects larger societal discussions about atonement, responsibility, and whether a person's previous deeds should permanently define them. Fundamentally, the question of whether Will Smith is in big trouble has more to do with how a public person handles accusations, functions under scrutiny, and navigates the court of public opinion than it does with litigation or rumors. Smith's current situation serves as an example of how difficult and harsh it can be for celebrities to live at the nexus between their own conduct and public expectations. However, it's important to remember that until proven in court, all accusations remain just that, allegations. The allegations of harassment and retribution have been refuted by Smith's legal team, and he has not yet been found guilty. It might take years for lawsuits, particularly well-known ones involving celebrities, to be fully resolved. The results may include trial verdicts, settlements, or dismissals. However, given the intensity of the focus at the moment, Smith is probably in for a turbulent time. Only time in the legal procedure will tell whether this results in long-term harm to his career, or whether he finds a way to turn his life around and win back the public's favor. Smith continues to be a powerful illustration of the highs and lows of celebrity in the interim. His charisma, skill, and widespread appeal helped him establish a successful career, but these days his legal disputes and personal scandals are the main news stories. The outcome of these cases, the public's reaction, and Smith's handling of the fallout will determine whether this phase turns into a brief storm or a definitive turning point. The current legal turmoil is more than simply another news cycle for a worldwide celebrity who once appeared untouchable. It's a time of reckoning that could shape Will Smith's legacy in Hollywood and beyond in the future. For the latest celebrity news, real context, and stories beyond the headlines, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next.